Hello Aquarius, welcome back to the illest illuminator. So we're going to do the he said she said spread for the month of May. So let's see what we got for you guys. I had the feeling, oh by the way, this is for both you and whomever you're dealing with, and you can always just swap the energies. All right, so let's just see. I have the feeling that someone is very hesitant to talk to you, like someone is eating themselves up from the inside. They want to communicate with you is what I'm getting, and it feels to me that you also want to communicate, but you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back, Aquarius. So let's see what we got going on. Someone wants to fix the issues, but they come at you with a lot of conflict, and you just you don't want to deal with it at this point. And for some of you, you are really trying to make a move. You're trying to move out. You're trying to, go on vacation, plan a trip for yourself. And I feel like the universe is kind of always reminding you with synchronicities to maybe to solve an issue. So you're being very much guided by the universe. So if you're receiving a lot of messages about some kind of a reconciliation, of trying to walk away from a conflict or making some kind of amends with someone, that just means that the universe is really trying to get to you, all right? So pay attention to that, all right? So let's just see. Yeah, you kind of gave up here with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you waited a long period, in silence and wanting to see if this person is going to put the effort in. And now you're just second guessing that, you're withdrawn, and you're really seeing this like a failure, and you're seeing it as, wasted energy and effort, and you're really withdrawing yourself, trying to see where you did the mistake or why you even invested here in the first place. All right, so with the Hermit card, you could have been dealing with a Virgo. See, yeah, someone is definitely stressed, confused, and wanting to communicate. They're really, really upset about something. Something is not sitting well. They're quite entangled within whatever has happened. And I feel like their energy is very restless. They don't know what to do, how to get your attention, or how to solve this issue. So if you're not hearing anything from them, they are, they're hiding it. They're hiding it in the darkness. They're not showing their true colors. And maybe for you, it's kind of okay, well, if you feel like that, just tell it, then we can just solve it. But if you're going to run around in circles and biting your own tail, it ain't gonna work. So that's kind of your mentality, and you're not giving them the room to breathe it out. You know what I mean? You're kind of gaslighting the situation in that case, because they're just kind of almost a bit I don't want to say desperate. I hate the word desperate, but they just don't know how to fix the situation. All right, with you at hand. What's the past energy for this person, please? What's their past energy? Yeah, because they also feel like it's also partly their fault, all right? Even though this connection was very deep, it needed just a lot of work, and this person was not putting in the energy and the effort and the work, and it was a long standstill, and you just get tired. That just the Uranus in you just kicked in, and you're just okay, you know what? I'm going the opposite direction. It's kind of a radical acceptance that you made. And this person may have been very stuck in their old ways. Now they're coming out of it. Now they're realizing that maybe they should have put more energy into this. But they were very much on a standstill. They were not doing anything. This seems to me as well, with this Knight of Pentacles, somehow some laziness around this individual. All right, laziness to solve some issue that they had internally. This is mental conflict. All right, so this is something that, I don't know, I'm getting the word laziness, so that might be for some of you. All right, that there is a form of laziness when it comes to their own issue, and you were tired of solving that, because I feel with this Hermit card, you come up as a wise concealer, someone that is trying to help someone out, and you kind of got the intention okay, but if you are not going to take my advice, then like stop bitching about it, right? That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting through. Like, okay, if you're not going to take the advice, fine, just leave me alone then. So there could be like a friend as well, or like a co-worker or someone that you've really put a lot of energy and effort into in working things out. You got the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles reversed. So you're kind of like, I'm fine by myself now, right? Like 10 of Pentacles, you are very determined. Your finances look very good, all right? Like there is some kind of completion within your finances that is urging you to search for a new way of stability, all right? So there could be like a new financial plan that you need to come up with, which you seem to be a bit lazy. You're just like, oh, I'm cool. I'm just going to enjoy what I have right now, which is also cool. Like this is just for later on, but it seems like you're coming to some kind of a completion within your financial situation or your career, or there's like a next chapter that needs to come, and you're just like, oh, let me just like enjoy my harvest for a second, and that's it. So that's pretty cool energy actually to get. You're really taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. You may be even going to travel, all right? Like just because you work real hard on where you are right now, and internally, self-reflectory, you also made like a lot of changes or a lot of analysis in the past. So you completed a lot of things for yourself. And for some of you where something did not go the right way for you, you kind of like accepted it, and you're just like, okay, you took a second deeper look at it, and you kind of like came to a conclusion with it, and you're moving forward. For others of you, there's definitely also a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that is around you, all right? That might be a tough individual to deal with. This person may be very dominant towards you, having a lot of rules for you to apply, and you don't really like that, all right? So you might be leaving this person behind. For some of you, this could definitely also be a father figure that you are leaving behind, all right? 9 of Wands in the reverse. Funny. What's their current energy? And the 10 of Wands, jeez. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Like, oh my God, I'm just poor. 9 of Wands with the 10 of Wands reverse. This person is like, they honestly don't know how to deal with this situation. They're kind of like on the edge of letting go. They do think that it's their fault, is what I'm getting. Like, I really get the feeling like they know that it's their fault, but they just can't seem to express that to you. There is no expression. They feel like the love is kind of like burned out here, and that they feel very, as I said, they feel very conflicted, but they would not, if you would reach out to them, they will not be blocking you out. That's what I know. But it would need you to both deal with this situation accordingly, because this person is really having a hard time here. They're really having a hard time to deal with whatever this breakup or whatever this situation is that you both have gone through. They could need a helping hand is what I see here. Like, that's what I feel like. They could definitely need a helping hand. But you seem to not care at all. You're like, I cared enough, and now I'm not caring anymore. All right, so... And it also feels like a... I don't know, this is maybe for some out of you or for one person. It really feels like a coworker, someone that just came like a couple of months ago, and they were bragging a lot about like, oh, I'm doing this and I can do that and I can do that. And you tried to help them, but they were just like so stubbornly like saying no, 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 until they screwed up like the whole thing. And now they can't like approach you because you were the one that was trying to guide them or trying to teach them something, and they did not take that advice. So I'm sorry, but you seem to be like looking, I don't know if this is at a work situation, you're just like staring at this person just like making those mistakes, and you're just like, okay, not going to be bothered, you know. And you see this person struggle, like they are struggling, you know it. And maybe you are kind of like elevating, you have like a new position. I don't know, this seems like a very, you know, this is for those who deal with this situation at the work front. I see it happening. I see those visions. All right, let's see what's your blockage. Ooh, 9 of Swords. So mentally you have not resolved this, all right? You have not resolved this. There's still a lot of stress and anxiety. And an emotional burden. You need to express your emotions. It's really getting the best out of you and you're just not dealing with it. You keep it all to yourself, but unless you express your emotions fully, you're not going to make any, like there's not going to be any movement. All right, there's not going to be any movement. There is a lack of truth that you are not sharing, and that's about how you truly feel. So you've acted very tough for a long time, Aquarius, but it's eating you up in your brain as well. Like something is eating you up and you know it, and you, like, you do love this person. I feel like you're just telling yourself like, no, I wasted my time. No, I'm not going to. No. But deep down inside, your intuition is kind of like urging you to take a deep, closer look in your feelings. You're kind of like running away from it. Okay, blockage for this person. Ooh, the Empress. There's that arrogance again. There is that arrogance again. So their blockage is that you are, I feel like you are the Empress. Right now, you're in this mood of like, feed me the bananas or feed me the grapes because I'm doing good by myself. I'm fine by myself. And they're not at that point. They're not at that point of self-love and self-care. So aren't you, because you're not following your intuition. You're not following your cup of love, all right? And in expressing that, but this person does see you as someone that is very nurturing, all right? Very caring, but you seem to be very focused on self-fulfillment maybe, all right? But now they're realizing how much you did care for them. You know what I mean? That's what this Empress is saying. Like, that they were very fulfilled with you, but they were kind of like taking you for granted. And now it's getting a bit like tough on their shoulders. Because I feel like they've created that whole blockage, all right? They've created the whole wall and you tried to get through that. And then you were just like, you know what? Forget about it. And you moved on. And then it's like, shoot, I shouldn't have had that blockage on. All right, so let's see, what's their blockage? 7 of Swords reversed. They've been, oh my goodness. Yeah. Not being truthful about the feelings. Again, they're not being truthful that they do want to have this new start with you. I get the same energy. Like, they are running away from it, and that's because you're not showing your true colors either, Aquarius. You're really keeping it all to yourself, which is going to bite you. What's the hopes for Aquarius? What are your hopes? 7 of Wands. You're really determined to block this person out. But this is saying that, as I said, you've done so many good things and you deserve some kind of an acknowledgement from this individual, all right? You do want to fight for this. You do want to, you know, do whatever it takes, but then this other person needs to do whatever it takes for them. And it's kind of like you kind of have like an ultimatum, like if you don't fix this issue of yourself, then this is not going to work. I got Knight of Wands here. What is 7 of Wands about? Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So you do want it. Aquarius, who are you fooling? Again, who are you fooling? You do want to communicate, but you want this person to come forward about their emotions. You first want to have clarity and see that this person really shows compassion towards you, really has emotional control over how they speak to you, because I feel like in the past they may have just fired you up with a lot of like non-stop messages or something, or the other way around. So there is a need for both of you to see the results of those changes. So maybe the separation is kind of like good for both, because I feel like this person is trying to work on their emotional behavior. You both are looking right at each other, so you can't fool me. You know, this is, you know, you both love each other a lot, but there's just a lot of obstacles, and you needing to know whether this person is going to fight to get these obstacles off the ground or not. You know, if it's really worth it to overcome these obstacles, to fight for this individual, to communicate with this individual. You do want to communicate. You do want to come together with this individual. And I feel like you are triggering them to work on themselves here, all right? I don't feel like this is an outside influence that is going on here. I feel like it's really some kind of pattern that they had that they can't see, that they didn't see before. So you did not have any other choice but just to separate yourself so that this person could realize like, hey, okay, this behavior is not gonna get me anywhere. What's the hopes for the other person? 5 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Oh boy. And the 3 of Pentacles. Listen, 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 the Tower. They want you to understand their misery. That's what it seems like. They want you to understand why they behaved that way, why they were rejecting you. I do feel like they've been rejecting you a lot. Maybe they were playing very hard to get because there was like a past issue that they did not solve. So it was very comfortable for them to reject you in a sense. All right. Which caused you for a lot of conflict within yourself. All right. Questioning yourself, questioning all the things that you have done. But I do feel like they do want to work things out, but there is just a lot of neglected feelings that they need to solve within themselves. This is all about like internal before they can come forward towards you. So again, I get the feeling that this person is definitely aware of their wrongdoings, aware of your wrongdoings, and the way things have went between both of you and how they need to work on that. But it's not that easy, right? It's not always that easy, but they are coming to the realization though. That could be like an abrupt awakening that they're having. Or they do want to have that change as well within their emotional being, like the way that they've always been. Like this person seems to be in a very depressive mood sometimes, like very, you know what I mean? And it's just like, they are aware that of their feelings, or they are aware of their laziness and trying to fix their depression or some kind of depression that they're having. So, you know, they're gonna understand that this is not going anywhere, like, or their behavior, their emotional stuckness is not going anywhere. There needs to change. They need to probably also go talk with someone that's not you, because they may take things very, very personal from you, even though you mean it well, but you hit like a very soft spot, all right? And maybe they're coming to the realization that maybe they need help outside of you, but not like very, it could be very serious help, but it could also be like advice from someone, taking advice from someone that is not you, because you're just too dear to them, you're near to them. with you, they feel like you judge them, or you know, you hit like a soft spot. That's what I see here. So let's see, fears for Aquarius. Fears, wow, your fear is like the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands, you're just like, I cannot take anymore. Like, you really need some rest, all right? Like, this situation is really giving you a lot of stress, anxiety, headache. You know, you want to help this person. That's what I see. You want to help this person, but you're just like, I'm not sure if I'm capable to get you through this. So you really need to have like a deep breath, Aquarius. Like, have a deep breath. Deep breath, talking about the Fool. Like, you want to, but Nine of Wands, sorry. You want to. But you just don't feel like it's a good idea. Good Lord. Six of Wands reversed with the Three of Cups. So they may, because you have also withdrawn yourself, they do have a fear that you're involved with someone else. That maybe that's the reason, and that's the reason why this person just is more and more stressed and does not want to reach out to you, because they're kind of like afraid of that situation, because I feel like there has been quite like long standstill. I don't feel like you're dealing with anyone else anyway. All right, I think your distance right now and the not helping or not being there for them, as there is a third party or there is someone else, and at the same time they have a fear to confess their feelings about it. They do want to reconcile, but they are afraid of their emotions. They have, like this, as I said before, this person is very well aware that everything that comes out of them right now can be very nagging, or like very, like, I don't feel good, and they're like, I don't know if I can do that to the Aquarius at this point, because they do deserve a little bit better than that. I've done already, like I've said already, like quite some horrible stuff when I was stuck. So that's why you are being very hesitant of like, oh, I don't know what kind of attack I'm going to get this time around. You know what I mean? So they're afraid that they can't succeed to get your attention. All right. So they're really worried. They're really worried. Wow. Outside influence. Six of Cups to the Five of Cups in the reverse. So one more card for the outside influence. And the Justice reverse. So yeah, this is definitely someone that is coming into terms with that things do not always go as they serve. All right, the world does not revolve completely around them, and that some things take a lot of time to get restored again. That there is like some kind of an obedience to what the universe wants versus what you want and how you want it and when you want it. So this is like a higher force that is actually taking over and putting you both in a corner to, especially for this individual, to get over this sadness and grief, which is holding the karmic tie stagnant. All right, this is the hostage. So this could be like a past life situation that is also triggering this person, or something that you did, or some situation that you both were encountered. This person has been triggered by their past life situation, and they're now understanding that nothing, like it does not work the way that they want it to work. You get what I mean? I hope you're still with me. So that they're gonna finally realize as well that they've done some things wrong. I think that they're already on that path, but I feel like the past life energy is going to be very present in this person's dreams, or in some kind of way they're going to finally understand that something happened in their past life that they need to pay their karma for. So I don't know what it exactly is, but it makes them, see, this is Six of Cups. I was definitely not even focused on that Six of Cups when I was talking about past life. I swear, I was not even focused on that. But then I see like the Six of Cups, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like familiar. But definitely this person is coming to life's terms in some kind of way. I don't know what that exactly is, but there's definitely a coming to life's term. And I want to actually have another card on this. What is this? Justice in the reverse. This could also be like past life, all right? Like, oh, I mean, like the past. Something that happened in the past. Like something that was karmically unjust to them. And now they are doing that to you just to repay their karma back from what they done, or what was done to them. You get what I mean? I hope you get what I mean. And that could be like a hard pill to swallow. Like, oh boy, like that's my karma receiving back. This is the exact situation that I've gone through in my past or past life. And now it's coming back to the surface. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, wow. Emperor. All right. All right. This is them getting control over that, having that epiphany, having that realization, and then taking control according to what they know, all right? According to the off balance, and trying to make something fair again, like trying to take control over their karma and their life, the wheel, everything. For others of you, this could be also a father that has been very unfair to them in their past, and they're still kind of like in the midst of overcoming that, all right? So for some of you, this is definitely their father that is keeping a forced control over the situation, or like you are going to break up, or you're going to divorce, or you cannot divorce, or whatever the situation is. There is a father figure that is really controlling this individual to be with their soulmate. Five of Wands in the reverse. You are really giving up the fight. You kind of like accept that this is a soulmate connection, and you don't want to fight for it. You don't want to cause more conflict in their family or with this situation. You kind of like come to the acceptance of a situation. Yeah, Four of Swords. I mean, again, the same thing. Four of Swords. Having a peace of mind with this. Like, you come to the realization that if this is meant to be, if this is my soulmate, I can actually chill and rest because it will happen anyway. And believe me, whatever is meant to be will be. That's kind of like my slogan that has always like worked out for me. I mean, that does not mean that you don't work for things and that you don't go after what you truly love or what you want. But if it takes you too much energy and it's not going anywhere, and you've done all you could, you completed your own life cycle, then it's time for you to move forward and see what comes in, so that you can learn from a new experience, and whatever is meant to be will cross your path. There is absolutely no way that it won't. All right. I mean, that's my belief system. That's different for everyone. So this was your reading, dear Aquarius. I'm going to continue this reading with the link down in the description box below. Don't forget to add me on Vimeo, and I'll see you guys soon.